Hey y'all, so I'm back with another video, and in this video I just wanted to share with you guys my oatmeal and honey soap recipe. As you guys know, I have a website called Snobby Girlz, and this is one of my best-selling soaps on Snobby Girlz and Etsy. So I just wanted to show you guys how I make it. So let's get started. Now, the first thing that you have to do is you have to make sure everything is sanitized and make sure that you wear gloves at all times. I use bleach to wash everything off to make sure everything is clean, because I sell my soaps and you don't want to be selling no dirty soaps to nobody. So that's the first thing that I do. Now after that, what I'm using is clear glycerin soap for the bottom part of my soap. And basically what I do is I cut my soap into little blocks like this. I don't like these gloves. So yeah, I basically cut my soaps up into tiny little pieces like this, so it's easier to melt in the microwave. And it's so satisfying cutting up soaps, you guys. Don't you love that? Look at that. Just make sure that it's really small, because you don't want to burn your soap in the microwave, because then you got to throw it all out. I do not like these gloves at all. They're so noisy. I gotta get some other gloves, babe. So you just cut your soaps up really nice. And I say that you cut up about maybe a cup and a half. That should be enough. Because as you can see, I'm only using this mold right here. So I don't need that much soap. And I might actually be using too much. Okay, so I'm done with that. And I'm just going to put my soap into my measuring cup. And always make sure that you have a microwave safe measuring cup so it doesn't melt, because the soap can get very hot and you don't want to have a mess. So I put my soap in the microwave. Okay guys, I'm back, and I had to take those gloves off because they were very annoying, but I'm not selling these soaps anyway. I'm just showing you guys how to make them. But okay, as you can see, I put my clear glycerin soap base in the microwave for 30 seconds. Do 30 seconds burst at a time so your glycerin soap doesn't get burnt. And then I just basically stir to make sure all the clumps and stuff are out of the soap. And you know what? I might need a little bit more, but I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. Okay. So basically what I do is I take my oatmeal right here. And first what you have to do is you spray your soap mold with a little bit of alcohol. And then you sprinkle your oatmeal at the bottom like so. Just like that. And make sure you don't have any open spots or anything, because you want to make the look of the soap look, you know, even all the way through. You don't want any holes in your soap. Just like so. And you just fill up the bottom part of the mold. And I'm going to do this for each of the little squares right here. Like I said, make sure the bottom is evenly covered. And oatmeal is like a really good exfoliant, and it's very good for your skin. So that's why I like using oatmeal in my soap. Okay, we got one more to go. Okay, so now I'm done putting the oatmeal in the soap mold. So basically what I'm going to do next is I spray alcohol on top of the oatmeal to make sure there's no air bubbles or anything. And then I'm going to pour my soap. Now you just pour just a little bit right at the bottom right here. Just a little bit. Just a thin layer right on top of the oatmeal. Just like that. Now, just put a little bit more oatmeal right here to fill in those holes right here. Or you could just move the oatmeal around at the bottom to make sure there's not any holes. And then once you're done pouring your soaps, you just spray alcohol to make sure it's no air bubbles in your soap. So then after that, you can either let it sit or you can put it in the fridge to let it harden. Usually what I do is I put it in the fridge to let it harden because it's quicker. And then we're going to move on to our second layer. Okay guys, I'm back. So this is how my first layer turned out with the oatmeal in it. As you can see, the oatmeal looks like it's frozen in place. So basically, my next step is to cut up my next layer of soap. And this next layer of soap that I'm using is a double butter glycerin soap base. And basically what that is mango butter and shea butter. So I'm going to start cutting this up into little pieces. Like so. And double butter is very moisturizing, so it gives you that nice moisturizing effect. It doesn't dry your skin out or anything. So this soap is very good for exfoliation and moisturizing. And for this, you need about a cup of it, not a lot. Just chop it up into little tiny pieces, because like I said, you definitely don't want to burn your soap. don't know what it is about cutting up soap. I just love slicing through it. It's very satisfying to me. Maybe I'm a weirdo, but I just like cutting soap up. And I go overboard with mine. I cut mine into tiny, teeny little pieces. But I'm not going to do this in this video because I'm trying to move fast. Okay. Put that to the side. Cut off some more.
Mom, are you making a video?
Okay, I think that is enough soap for the second layer. Okay. Now, just put it in your measuring cup. I might have used too much soap. And then we're going to pop it in the microwave and we will be back. So now my double butter soap is out of the microwave and I'm stirring. I don't want to pour it on just yet because it's very, very hot. And sometimes you run the risk of melting the soap that's already hardened. So I'm just going to wait a little bit. And this is where the thermometer comes in because you can test to see how hot it is. And if it's not too hot, that's when you want to pour it on your soap. So I'm just going to wait a little bit and stir and stir and stir. But now I'm going to put my my scent in. Now the scent that I have right here is vanilla fragrance. And I'm just going to put it in. I put maybe about 20 drops in. So yeah, like I was saying, I put about 20 drops of fragrance in my soap. And then I just stir. And it smells absolutely amazing. So it's still kind of hot right now. So I'm just going to wait for it to cool down a little bit. I'm going to keep stirring. And then we will pour on top of the soap. But you know what? Let me go get my thermometer to see what temperature my soap is. So I'm checking my soap. Let me see. It is at 146. That's still kind of hot. So I'm just going to wait just a little bit more. I'm going to keep stirring. Maybe a little bit more fragrance because I like my soap strong. Stir, stir, stir. Spray some alcohol to make sure there's no air bubbles. And then spray alcohol on your soap to make sure it sticks to the first layer. And I think we're ready to pour now. And this will be my middle layer. Then I'm going to spray more alcohol on top. And I have kids, you guys, so that's what you hear in the background. Okay, so now I'm going to put this back in the fridge, let it set for maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes, let it harden up. And then we're going to come and we're going to do the last and final layer, and then we will be done. Hey guys, so I'm back. I'm about to pour the next layer of my soap. It's been about a day because we had some technical difficulties last night. Last night when I was cutting up one of my soaps, I actually ended up cutting one of my fingers. So just use me as a cautionary tale. Be careful with your knife when you're cutting your soaps because you can cut your fingers really bad. And that's what I did. I cut the tip of my finger. It hurts really bad. But because I love you guys so much and I want to finish up this video, I'm going to keep it pushing and we're going to finish this soap. So let's get started with the last layer. Okay, so basically what I'm doing now is I'm being very careful with my knife and I'm cutting up the last layer of my soap, and instead of using the double butter soap that I used for the second layer, I'm back to using my clear glycerin soap this time, and I'm only going to use about a cup, maybe a little bit less. So I'm just trying to cut this and I'm trying to be very careful because I really messed my finger up, you guys. So I'm just gonna do this very slowly. And remember, always cut your soaps into little pieces so your soap doesn't burn. Be very, very careful. Because guys, I almost cut the tip of my finger off last night. Like, it was that bad. But I'm a soldier. So you gotta keep it pushing. Okay, so I'm done cutting up my soap. So now I'm going to go put this in the microwave and I will be back. Alright guys, we're back. So I just put this in the microwave for, I think, 3 30-second bursts. So what I'm going to do next is I am going to put my gold mica powder in my clear glycerin soap, so it could get that nice little honey look to it. Now, you don't really need a lot with the mica powder. A little goes a long way with this. So I just put a drop in. And so you don't have clumps of mica in your soap. All you have to do is spray a little bit of alcohol on top of that mica. And then you just stir. And then you watch it turn a pretty golden color. Look at that. Can I get a close up, babe? Look at how pretty that is. It turns a nice little goldish color. And it kind of looks like honey. Look at how beautiful that is. It's going to look so pretty when it's done. Now, I might put a little bit more mica in there because I like a darker look for my soap. A little bit more golden. And like I said, you just spray a little bit of alcohol to get rid of any clumps. And stir, 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 so you don't have any clumps in there. And look at that. Ooh, that color is so pretty. Okay. So then the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my honey. I put real honey in my soap because it's a really good antiseptic and it's very moisturizing and it's very good for your face. So basically what I do is I put two teaspoons in my soap. And as you can see, I'm starting to get a little film over top of my glycerin soap because my soap is starting to cool down. Okay, and then I'm gonna put... Hey, and can you please be quiet? I'm trying to make a video.
Daddy, the tablet.
Okay guys, I'm back. As you can see, I have kids in the background and they are very loud and disruptive, but that's okay. I'm shooting this real and raw, so it is what it is. Okay, so basically I put my 2 teaspoons of honey in my soap, and as you can see, it has that beautiful golden color. It's gonna be so pretty on this soap. So I'm just basically stirring, you know. Okay, now the very last step that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a few more drops of scent in my soap just to make sure that the scent comes through. I'm using my vanilla fragrance again, so that's the last step. So let me just pour a few drops of this. It smells amazing. 1, 2, 3. You gotta shake it because it don't come out that good. Jesus Christ, it takes forever to come out. Okay. Just gonna stir. And I'm starting to get like a little film over top of my soap because it's starting to cool down. But that's okay, because I'm about to pour it. Let me smell it. Pour a little bit more. I want that smell to pop. And guys, once again, excuse my kids in the background. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Now it's time to pour. That's why they call it melt and pour. Yes, you gotta spray. Make sure you don't have any air bubbles in there. And then pour over top of that white layer. And I don't think I have enough for this last soap. Wait. Oh, no. I can't believe I did that. Okay. That's okay. Oh, it's so thick. Waited too long to pour it. That's alright, y'all. We all make mistakes. You live and you learn. Spray a little bit. And now I'm just going to let this set. I'm going to fix this one. And then I'm going to put this back in the fridge. And then I will show you guys the finished product when it's out of the fridge. Okay guys, so I'm back. I basically let my soap set in the fridge for about an hour. And this is my finished product. Look at that. Look at how pretty that is. With the oatmeal and everything. They came out so good. This one is not going to waste. I'm just going to take like a vegetable peeler and I'm just going to peel off the sides of this so it'll be smooth again. So I just wanted to show you guys that one. Look at how beautiful that is. And that is how you make oatmeal soap. I just wanted to share that with you guys. It's one of my best soaps that I'm selling on Etsy, and yeah, this is how you make it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you care, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.